Here with boxing legend, Ivan Mighty Robinson. What's good, Mighty?
What's good, champ?
Oh, man, I'm chilling, man. We at the weigh-ins?
Yes, sir.
Who you working with?
Jabril Noble.
Jabril Noble?
Yeah.
It's a big fight, him and Naeem Parker.
Yeah,
good
that's like, you know what I'm saying? It's different with me when I was coming up. These is like, how you say, nice town wars. I'm saying, even though Naeem is in Jersey and Brill over here in Philly, you know, it's still like a brawl. I mean, a living room brawl, a neighborhood brawl, but it's gonna be a good fight. You know, I know Naeem. I know he's gonna come ready and prepared. And just working with Jabril now, I seen him fight a couple times, but now actually working with him, yeah, he gonna be good. He gonna be all right.
You like working with the lightweights?
Yeah, because you know they're smaller. I was that weight. I can't really too much work with the bigger guys on a lot of things because I'm small and I do a lot of things with my legs and my feet. And these guys that's bigger, like from I'm gonna say 68 on up. These guys don't like using their feet; they just like punching. And I'm not all about just knocking a guy upside his head. I'm worried about your defense, your movement, your side-to-side movement, your lateral movement. And when you that big at 68 and on up, guys don't really pretty too much think about that. They think about standing there in the middle of the ring and just slugging.
Speaking of lightweight division, you had Keyshawn Davis, Gervonta Davis. He's constantly calling out Tank.
Right.
If that fight were to happen next, what do you think, Mighty?
I think it'll be a great fight. We know Tank give away rounds early, and he fights later, but I don't think that's actually going to happen. I think that Tank gonna have something on because Keyshawn is gonna punch him, and to make things even better and even worse, we gotta see how great Keyshawn defense is. Keyshawn is very reluctant to move side to side, give Tank angles, and Tank gonna throw punches in when he think Keyshawn there, but Keyshawn really not gonna be there. It's gonna be a really great fight. I hope it happens.
Some people are feeling like Keyshawn isn't ready. Some people feel like this too early. He need a fight or two. What do you think?
A lot of times, a lot of fighters say you don't need a lot of fights for you to be in a position that you get in, but sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. It's really up to the fighters how good the fighter is and what he can do. Like when I was coming up in my career, I heard I wasn't ready for a lot of guys, but my dad used to tell me all the time that I was ready. I just needed to be put in there and faced with guys. Like they're talking about Boots. I think Boots is ready, regardless of him getting hit, not getting it. Boots is ready. He may not knock out a lot of guys, but right now he's ready. And his time is now. He can't wait too much longer. He ain't getting no younger.
How does Keyshawn versus Tank, how does that end?
I think that's actually a real good fight. I don't see anybody going out too early. If it is a fight, if it is a knockout, it's a late knockout. And I really think that Keyshawn can beat Tank. I really do.
You just mentioned Jaron Ennis. He wins a unanimous decision against Karen Chukazan. I think it was kind of wide on some of the scorecards. One scorecard had it, I think, like 8-4 plus the knockdown and the point deduction. Right? He's getting a lot of criticism from this performance. What's your thoughts on that?
Of course. You know you can't please Philly. You know Philly is just, that's why I love the city, and I think that's why all the sports people, all the sports players that come to Philly love Philly, because you have to be a warrior to be on any team, that football, basketball, hockey, whatever. You have to really be a warrior to do what you need to do at that time in your sport. Jaron, I just think that he got a little incomplacent at times, and honestly, I think at times he didn't listen to Uncle Bozy, and he just was trying to do things for the city and also for the fans. Like in situations I was in when I was fighting, I'm saying like the Gaddy fight. A lot of times I shouldn't have been standing in front of Gaddy, but with the amount of people that I fought around, and that it was so thrilling and so explosive and so great, and just made me stay there. I was getting hit with shots that I shouldn't have got hit with. Same way with Boots. Boots got hit with shots that he shouldn't have got hit with, and I don't think he would get hit with anybody else. I really think that him and Uncle Bozy will go home and really, really sit down and dissect the tape, and they'll come out better. And I think that he has at least one more fight at 47. I know everybody asking me to move up to 54, but I think one more fight at 47 will do.
You got people saying, you know, his defense is overrated, power's overrated, he's overrated, he's been exposed. You had a great career. You've seen other great careers. Where does fighters go from so-called disappointing performance? Like, what's the logical next step?
Well, the logical next step is just like getting into a car accident, man. You got to either get it fixed or get rid of it. So he got one or two things he can do. He can go back home, watch what he did wrong, and correct it and throw it out the window. Or him and Uncle Boozy got to come with a whole new different strategy on how he gonna do his second half of his career, because he on the second half of his career now. All I know he want is world title fights. I know he want to be undisputed, things like that. So he on his second leg when it comes to his second career of his fighting. So he need to go out there, and I don't think he need to really go out there and perform extra better than what he used to do. He just need to go out there and continue to do what he used to doing. Maybe need to clean up a little bit on his defenses. I wasn't pleased with him either getting hit, but we all get hit. Shit, I got hit a lot of times in the Getty fight that I shouldn't have never got hit with, but it happens. So as long as he can go back home and clean up, and him and Uncle Bozy can come up with a new strategy, I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. I think he great at 47, 54, he right in the middle of the mix.
Last question. William Zepeda defeats Tevin Farmer. Really, really close decision.
Yes.
Right? Really, really good fight.
I think it should be a second fight.
Exciting
I
fight.
don't think he should wait. Well, excuse me, really it's up to the promoters and the management team. I don't think he should wait to fight nobody else. But at this time and age, how they do it, Zepeda gonna probably fight somebody else unless
he's supposed to be fighting. That was my next question. Shakur Stevenson, February 22nd. Based off of what you've seen against Tevin and the success that Tevin had, dropping him with the left hand, and how do you think that fight goes?
It's hard to say because, well, it's not really hard to say. We already know what Tevin gonna do. The only thing I'm asking is like how you gotta set traps and you gotta have fighters make mistakes so you can capitalize. Tevin capitalized on Zepeda dropping his hands, and he countered with a good shot. And actually, at that shot that Farmer hit him with, he turned the shot over, and he turned his whole body into it, and he put him down. I don't know if Shakur hits that hard, but I can see Shakur making him lean a lot, lunge a lot, look for a lot of shots that's not there. And I see Shakur really beating up Zepeda unless he gets to the point where Shakur don't want to move. He want to sit there and trade punches to show everybody else that he can actually fight. So, Shakur, by unanimous decision, whitewash, that's just basically it.
Have you ever seen a fighter fight at Zepeda's pace? I know you fought some guys that could punch.
No, not really. See, and that's the thing. Styles make fights. See, Zepeda and Farmer fought that fight because Farmer stood in front of him. We already know that Shakur ain't gonna stay in front of that joker like that.
Facts.
Shakur ain't trying to get hit at all, man. Shakur hitting the hole before he get hit with anything. He gonna have to catch Shakur with a real good shot that Shakur don't see to knock him out. Because if he in front of him and he throwing hands, he ain't gonna hit Shakur.